277 battery fires in New York City in 1 year. That is not a small warning. That is a pattern. And most riders never see the danger coming because a bad e-bike battery can look normal from the outside. It can charge fine today, lose power next month, then become a serious risk later. The scary part is that price does not always tell you which battery is safe. Some cheap packs are risky, but some expensive ones hide weak cells too. So before you buy your next e-bike battery, here are the 4 types to avoid first. Number 1. Unbranded Amazon battery packs. Walk into almost any bike shop and you will hear the same story. A customer brings in an e-bike that will not start. The battery came from Amazon. It was cheap, had good-looking photos, strong reviews, and a big warranty claim. But once the pack is opened, the truth is usually very different. Many of these packs use low-quality or recycled cells. Some cells may already have hundreds of charge cycles on them. The battery management system may be weak or barely useful. The case may look fine in pictures, but in person, it often feels cheap. The bigger problem is not just poor range. It is safety. A dangerous pack often uses mismatched cells. Some cells hold more charge than others. Some age faster. Some heat up sooner. When a battery pack is built this way, one weak cell can create heat, then push stress onto the cells around it. That is how a small battery problem can turn into a serious fire risk. Amazon makes this harder because the seller and factory can change quickly. The same listing may not always send the same battery from the same source. So even if one buyer gets a decent pack, the next buyer may get something totally different. Reviews do not always protect you either. Most people leave reviews after a few days or weeks. Battery problems often show up months later, after the cells weaken and the cheap electronics start failing. By then, the seller may already be gone under a new store name. The warning signs are simple. If the price looks too good to be true, be careful. If the seller cannot tell you the exact cell model inside, walk away. If the listing uses stock photos, vague claims, or gives no real way to contact the manufacturer, you are buying a mystery battery. Number 2. Counterfeit Samsung and LG cell battery packs. These are even more dangerous because they look real. The cells may have Samsung or LG logos. The packaging may look official. Some sellers even use fake certificates or security stickers. But the cells inside are not genuine. Counterfeit cells have become hard to spot by sight alone. The wrapper, color, text, and model number can look right, but the performance is not the same. Fake cells may have lower capacity, weaker safety protection, and poor quality control. The main danger is that e-bike motors demand heavy current, especially during acceleration, hills, or high-assist riding. Real quality cells are built to handle that load. Fake cells can overheat because they were not made for that kind of stress. At first, these packs may seem okay. They may work for a few weeks or months. Then range drops quickly, charging becomes unreliable, or the battery starts acting strange. That is when the risk becomes serious. The biggest warning sign is proof. Real Samsung and LG cells come through proper supply chains. A trusted seller should be able to provide clear cell details, BMS information, and real documentation. If they avoid those questions, do not buy. Number 3. Battery packs with weak or missing battery management systems. The battery management system, or BMS, is the brain of your e-bike battery. It monitors the cells, helps prevent overcharging and over-discharging, balances the pack during charging, and shuts the battery down if something goes wrong. A battery without a proper BMS is not just cheap, it is risky. The problem is that a good BMS adds real cost. Cheap battery makers often use weak systems that only watch total voltage instead of checking each cell properly. They may advertise built-in BMS protection, but that can mean very little if the system has no real cell monitoring, temperature protection, or balancing. A proper BMS does more than cut power. It watches temperature across the pack, tracks charging behavior, balances cells, and reacts quickly if the battery becomes unsafe. This is what keeps one weak or damaged cell from turning into a much bigger problem. You can often spot a weak BMS by how the battery charges. A good pack usually slows down near the end of charging because the cells are being balanced. A weak pack may charge at full speed until it suddenly stops. That means there may be little control happening inside the battery. Charging time can also be a warning sign. A normal e-bike battery usually takes several hours to charge with a standard charger. If a seller claims a large pack charges extremely fast, be careful. They may be exaggerating capacity, using aggressive charging, or cutting corners on safety. Number 4. Social media ad battery replacements. If you own an e-bike, you have probably seen these ads on Facebook or Instagram. They promise more range, more power, and an easy battery swap. The photos look clean, the website looks professional, the reviews look convincing. But many of these sellers are not real battery manufacturers. A lot of them are dropshippers buying cheap packs, marking them up, and selling them under a fresh brand name. They may run ads for a few months, collect sales, then disappear when customers start having problems. By the time the battery fails, the website is gone, the support chat is dead, and the warranty means nothing. These batteries can be dangerous because the sellers have no reputation to protect. Some may use low-quality cells, rejected cells, recycled cells, or weak battery management systems. The outside may look premium, but the inside is what matters. The red flags are easy to spot. Be suspicious if the product comes from a social media ad, the company has no clear address or phone number, the seller cannot name the exact cells inside, or the page pressures you to buy before a countdown ends. Real battery companies do not need fake urgency to sell safe products. Before looking at the batteries that actually last, you need to understand one thing. The brand name on the outside of the case does not always tell you what is inside. Most companies do not manufacture lithium-ion cells themselves. They buy cells from major makers, then assemble them into battery packs. That means 2 batteries with different names can use the same cells. It also means 2 batteries that look almost identical can have completely different quality inside. The same is true for the BMS. Some packs use proper systems with real protection. Others use cheap boards that barely do the job. From the outside, you may not know the difference. That is why price alone is not enough. A safe battery costs more because it uses better cells, better electronics, better testing, and a company that will stand behind it. So stop judging batteries by the logo. Ask what cells are inside. Ask for the cell model. Ask what BMS is used. Ask about temperature sensors, safety features, warranty, and testing. A real seller will answer clearly. A bad seller will avoid the question. Number 5. Bosch e-bike system batteries. Bosch did not enter the e-bike market by just putting its name on a battery. It built a full system with the motor, battery, display, and charger designed to work together. That is why Bosch is one of the most trusted e-bike battery systems you can buy. Bosch batteries use quality cells from Samsung SDI, built for high-drain use like e-bikes. But the real strength is the battery management system. It watches voltage, temperature, charging behavior, and battery health. If the battery gets too hot during a climb, the system can reduce motor power to protect the pack. Bosch batteries are also known for strong build quality. The case feels solid, the connections are sealed from dirt and water, and the mounting system keeps the battery locked in place while still making it easy to remove for charging. The downside is price and compatibility. Bosch replacement batteries are expensive, and they only work with Bosch-equipped e-bikes. But if reliability is your top priority, choosing a bike with a Bosch system is one of the safest choices. Number 6. Shimano e-bike system batteries. Shimano takes a different approach. Instead of trying to make the most complex system, Shimano focuses on making a battery that works day after day without drama. Shimano batteries use quality cells from major suppliers, depending on the model. Each pack goes through testing before it leaves the factory, helping catch weak cells early. The battery management system is more conservative than some competitors, but that helps with long-term life. Shimano batteries may charge slower, but they usually run cooler and age more evenly. Another strength is heat control. Shimano packs are designed to move heat away from the cells during hard riding. This helps prevent hot spots, which can shorten battery life. The physical design is simple and practical. Shimano batteries are not flashy, but they are built for regular use, weather, vibration, and daily charging. The mounting systems are secure, and the electrical connections are well protected. Like Bosch, Shimano batteries only work with bikes designed for Shimano systems. Replacement batteries are still expensive, but usually a little cheaper than Bosch. For riders who want a reliable, low-drama battery system, Shimano is a strong choice. Number 7. Yamaha eBike system batteries. Yamaha has been making electric motors for a long time, and that experience shows in its e-bike batteries. These packs are built for riders who care more about durability and steady performance than the lowest price. The biggest strength of Yamaha batteries is heat control. They are designed to manage temperature well, even during hard riding, long climbs, or hot weather. That helps the battery keep steady power when cheaper systems may reduce output to protect themselves. Yamaha also focuses on long life instead of just making the lightest possible pack. Its batteries may be slightly larger or heavier than some rivals, but they are made to hold performance through many charge cycles. The battery management system also adds extra protection by watching for problems during use and charging. Another strong point is diagnostics. Yamaha systems can store useful data like power use, temperature, and charging history. A dealer can use this information to spot problems before they become major failures. The build quality is also strong. These batteries are made to handle vibration, impacts, and daily abuse better than many cheap packs. Number 8. Aftermarket packs using verified Samsung SDI or LG cells. This is where buyers can get strong performance without always paying brand system prices. Some aftermarket battery makers use genuine Samsung SDI or LG cells to build high-quality e-bike packs. The key word is verified. Many sellers claim they use Samsung or LG cells, but good companies can show the exact cell model, battery management system details, and test information. If a seller avoids these questions, that is a warning sign. Good aftermarket packs can cost less than major brand replacements while still using premium cells. They may also offer more choices. You can often choose higher capacity, different shapes, or a pack built for range instead of weight. The downside is that you must do your homework. Not every aftermarket battery is safe or honest. Ask for cell model numbers, BMS details, warranty information, and proof of quality control before buying. Number 9. LFP battery packs for maximum longevity. Lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, is a battery chemistry built for safety and long life. It does not pack as much energy into the same size as traditional lithium-ion batteries, so the pack may be larger and heavier. But LFP is much more stable, handles many charge cycles, and is a strong choice for riders who care more about safety, reliability, and long-term value than saving weight. LFP chemistry is much more stable than traditional lithium-ion chemistry. These batteries are far less likely to overheat, they handle many more charge cycles, and they keep performance more consistent over time. The trade-off is size and weight. An LFP battery pack is usually larger and heavier than a regular lithium-ion pack with the same capacity. For many e-bikes, that is not a major problem. But if you care about keeping the bike light, it is something to think about. The big advantage is lifespan. LFP packs usually cost about the same as premium lithium-ion packs, but they are built to last much longer. They can also be charged to 100% more often without the same level of wear. They can handle deeper discharge better too, which means you may get more usable power from the pack. LFP batteries also age in a different way. Instead of slowly losing range year after year, they often hold strong for most of their life, then drop off more clearly near the end. That makes it easier to know when replacement is coming. The safety advantage matters too. LFP cells are less likely to feed a fire if damaged, and they do not rely on cobalt like some other battery types. That makes them a strong option for cargo bikes, daily riders, and custom builds where weight is less important than safety and long life. But no matter which battery you choose, the biggest rule is still simple. Keep your battery between 20 and 80% when possible. Charging to 100% sometimes is fine, running it low sometimes is fine. Just do not make either one a daily habit. Most e-bike batteries do not fail because people ride too much. They fail because people charge them wrong, store them wrong, or ignore small warning signs until the pack becomes weak or unsafe. If you understand a few simple rules, your battery can last much longer and stay safer. The first rule is to avoid charging to 100% every day. Lithium-ion batteries last longer when they stay in the middle range. Try to charge when the battery drops to around 20 to 30% and stop around 80%. If you need full range for a long ride, charging to 100% is fine. Just do not make it your daily habit. If you are not riding for a while, store the battery around 50 to 60%. The second rule is simple. Do not charge overnight while you are sleeping. Charging is when heat builds up, especially near the final part of the charge. If something goes wrong and you are asleep, you may not notice smoke, smell, or strange sounds in time. Charge while you are awake, set a timer, and unplug it when finished. If overnight charging is unavoidable, use a smart outlet that cuts power after the expected charging time. The third rule is proper storage. Store the battery in a cool, dry place, away from heat, cold, moisture, dust, and vibration. A garage may seem easy, but it can get too hot in summer and too cold in winter. A closet, basement, or spare room is usually better. During long storage, check the charge every few months. If it drops too low, bring it back to around 50 or 60%. The fourth rule is temperature control. Cold weather reduces range for a while, but heat damages the battery permanently. Do not leave your e-bike in direct sun, inside a hot car, or in extreme heat. After a hot ride, let the battery cool before charging. If the battery gets very warm during charging or normal use, stop and check it. The fifth rule is to watch for warning signs. Normal capacity loss happens slowly. Sudden range loss is different. If your range drops fast, the battery gets hot, the case swells, you smell something strange, or the casing is damaged, stop using it. A battery management system can help, but it is not perfect.